Here is an excerpt from the Ocean Chronicle published July 25, 1883 by E.P. Nichols on board the ship Frank Pendleton, pictured here. To my friends who have never seen the ship, I will give a brief description of her in her present situation, June 14, 1883, latitude 43 north, longitude 14 west. The ship is situated in the Atlantic Ocean. She is bounded on the east by a northeast wind, on the south by a head sea, on the west by coal dust, and on the north by a fish line and log. Her length overall is 200 feet, from the root of her nose to the tip of her tail, and her nose is 54 feet 6 inches long. She is 25 feet through the pit of the stomach and 39 across the chest. Her legs are 22 feet long, and her arms, of which she has several, vary in length from 40 to 80 feet. On a full stomach, she carries about 1,950 tons. There is quite a village on deck, a plan and directory of which can be seen at the captain's office on the summit of Mount Lofty. When coming on board by the starboard gangway, you find yourself in Pendleton Square, from which are two streets leading south, called East and West Streets. In the middle of the southern side of the square is a pavilion, out of which there is a passage leading to a dining hall and lodging house, which is also the headquarters of the municipal officers. In walking along East Street, you pass along the foot of Mount Lofty and soon come to a private park, in the center of which is a building for the protection of seamen from scorching rays of the sun, that they do not tan, from the midnight dew, the pouring rain, and from the chilling blast of the northwest wind. From this park are steps leading up to Mount Lofty, the top of which is flat and the sides perpendicular. It has a railing around it, and on each side there is a place for an automatic elevator, which all on board carry with them. The captain's office, before mentioned as being on this mount, is furnished in a very convenient manner. It has a good chart table, several racks for charts, a compass, day and night glasses, bookcase with books, washstand and furnishings, a bed on which the captain can look out for the ship while he sleeps, and last, a box of tobacco and pipes. After coming down from Mount Lofty by the way of the elevator on the northern side and crossing Pendleton Square, you go down on to Shellback Common. From the common north are two streets, East and West Jack Street. Facing the common are a row of dwellings, in one of which the carpenter lives. In the next, the side lamps and other luminaries are kept. The next is inhabited by the cook. On Jack Street, opening on the east and west, you first come to the bakery and cook shop, where they chew the hash with a knife all ready for swallowing. Next is the Carpenter Shop, where they make chips for kindling. Farther on, you come to the habitation of the mariner, where in former times interesting anecdotes of the last ship were told, but later years on account of how much coal they shoveled and how hot it was. The next place is the sale room, where the Frank's wardrobe is kept when she is not dressed. After passing this, you come to a street running across from East to West Street, called Cross Street. On the north side of Cross is the Hennery, under the management of the steward. Along each side of the Hennery is an alley, Paint Alley on one side and Junk Alley on the other, each being thickly settled on one side, but the space between the two alleys forward of the Hennery is the windlass space. All the houses have the name of the occupant over the door, except in case where one is well known, as is Walter Cousins. Then the initials only are used. This is only an outline description of the surface, but there is too much coal dust down below to ask you to go down there. But if you would like to go upstairs, you are at liberty to do so, and you will there find many articles which will lead you to suppose that a surgeon stops there, as you will see trusses, slings, bands, leeches, yardarms, head and foot of sails, legs of buntlines, and eyes of rigging. And many classes are represented up in the attic, for there's a good part of a lady's outfit, as you will find stays, braces, collars, caps, lacings, ties, pins, and when it is blowing heavy, there is generally a great bustle aloft. We will not try to give any more particulars about the ship, but will endeavor to find something written with better taste.